I'm Dwaine Caraway. This is The Other Side. We're joined by Anthony DEWBERRY, the DEWBERRY of the world. And joining us has graced our presence is Mama King. How you doing, Mama King?
Doing good. How are you?
We're going to put some sound effects like those people. We're going to be clapping and stuff. So we got a big audience, okay? And I want folks to subscribe and hit the like button and do everything you're supposed to do.
That's right.
And don't hit it no one time. Hit it every day you get up. Hit it as many times as you can.
Right.
And tell all your friends to hit it and hit it. Hit it. Because the only way we can go somewhere is that y'all hear us and y'all see us, okay?
Thanks.
And then hit each and every one of your friends and folks. Hit that button, man. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to do, but just hit it.
Facts.
That dog is subscribed. This ain't just anybody. This is DEWBERRY. And the show ain't just anybody because this is Mama King.
That's right.
Mama King.
That's
Got
right.
Mama King in the building.
Mama King in the
In
house.
the building. Yes, sir.
Mama King,
Yes, sir.
how you doing?
I'm doing excellent.
Me and you got something in common.
Yes, sir.
I went to Roosevelt, and you went to Roosevelt.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Let's
did.
make sure they understand about the Velt.
Understood.
They understood. We're making them
Understood.
understand
No
about the
disrespect.
Velt. No disrespect.
DEWBERRY. Oak Cliff. Oak Cliff is
Oak
in
Cliff
the house.
in the house. All the way. Oak Cliff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I got to
Yeah.
show my shirt. Yes,
Show
sir.
your shirt.
Oak Cliff Society. Yes,
We all the way. We down like 4 flat tires.
yes sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
For sure.
We just want everybody to understand that.
Yes, sir.
But I got to say one thing. I'm wearing this ring,
Okay.
and this ring is special for me. Even though I went to Roosevelt.
Okay.
Take a look at that ring. Pass it on around there to DEWBERRY. What that ring say? That ring say back to back South Oak Cliff.
Yeah. I saw the barrel on
They-
that.
they
Yeah.
got a barrel
Nothing
on
wrong
there.
with it. Nothing wrong with it.
No, and here's the thing. They even put my name on. Now they presented me this ring because of the
It's
good
heavy
work
in
and the
the
things that I've done in Oak Cliff and in and around all of Oak Cliff and South Oak Cliff. And look, this is the back to back. They put my name on this ring. And this stuff means something. Now I wear it proud. I'm a Roosevelt all the way. I love it. Will not change it. Always will have it.
Already.
At the end of the day, I love this because one, they accomplished something. And Roosevelt and South Oak Cliff, hey, we're still together.
That's it.
We compete, but we're still together.
That's it.
And I want to see everybody in Oak Cliff coming together. I
Exactly.
want to see everybody. Mama King, what all do you do? Tell us about you. 'Cause I keep talking. I'll be talking
I
forever.
do quite a bit. I do quite a bit and not much at all at the same time. I just try to beat myself. But for the most part, I'm here because I work for the Dallas County Juvenile Department.
Come on with it. Let's talk
Yeah,
about
I've
it.
dedicated over 23 years doing just the juvenile officer and a supervisor combined. But also back in the day, I used to work for Home Street Foundation in South Dallas.
Home Street?
Under Dorothy Blair.
Hey, listen, when I was chair of the South Dallas Fair Park
Yes,
Trust
sir.
Fund, I gave Miss Blair $10,000.
Yes, sir, I know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
A couple of times.
So
Just
you
to
know
have that
what?
high. Y'all
Connecting.
know all about
They
it.
got this
That's my
connection.
That's where it is.
That's my foundation. Yeah,
There you
that's where
go.
it came
All
from.
right. You remember that $10,000?
I remember some of it.
Yeah.
When we got paid and couldn't. I'm not gonna talk about Miss Blair. Rest in peace.
Well, yeah, let
me
Miss Blair, because
But
she's from my heart.
That's right. That's what
She's good.
she was.
She's from my heart.
She
Yeah.
was. So that's my foundation.
And folks don't know what all I do.
They don't. Me either.
They don't know what all I've done.
Me either. DEWBERRY either. In Charleston either.
That's
they
my
just know
point.
what they hear and see on the
Exactly.
The South Dallas Fair Park
Exactly.
Trust Fund, Home Street, they received $10,000 back
And
then.
there was a lot of money.
A lot of money.
lot
when
of
they get,
money.
yeah, 10,000. I was in charge. I was chairman of the board of the South Dallas Fair Park Trust Fund. But I made sure the little bitty people got the money.
Man, that's what's up.
And this was a grant that they didn't have to pay back.
Right.
This is real money.
Right.
Here, 10.
Nah, real talk.
Run with it.
Yep.
That's why I say what I say when I come in. Every time I come in, I meet you. That's the reason why I say what I say. See, because like I say, it's here. I know. That's why I say what I say.
I got you.
And it's always an honor to be in the presence of somebody that done what you done.
Yes, sir. Well, keep on. Let me
See, you didn't know that about me, but that was my start.
Yeah.
And so at Home Street, I was a young girl, very young girl. I worked with TYC kids, almost the same age as me. I did dietary, like the dietitian. I would do the menus And Ms. Blair saw it into me. She said, you work very well with young men because a lot of them young ladies couldn't handle being young and working with those guys. They was going, taking them out that back door of Home Street right there, and they was doing stuff. But she said, you do very well. So I ended up taking them, enrolling them in school. We would do a lot of things. So they would have...
remarkable.
Yeah, they would have cookouts and different things, but it was something about that didn't seem homely. It just seemed locked up to me. So I would take them like, hey, let's get out of lunch. Let's go out to the park.
Right.
So I would take them out to White Rock, somewhere they hadn't really seen before, because I remember seeing magazines when I was a kid and seeing stuff that didn't look like I knew I could do it eventually, but it just right then I couldn't put my hand on it. But I took them to places where they probably had never seen before, different areas, get them out of their environment where they wouldn't know how to run, even though they was right probably up the street, but they didn't know it because they didn't know that direction. But just that has always been my passion, just to see the youth, because being from the hood is not an excuse, because I'm from the hood.
Right, I'm from the hood.
And you from the hood. He from the hood. And we're making it. We're surviving. And the people that we saw were from the hood and they were surviving. My mom always kept a job. My dad, all my family members, they were married, they were structured people. We never went without very much. We didn't have everything, but we didn't have very much either, but it wasn't not enough for you to go take anything from anybody.
Right.
So you just have to understand that. So years come to get to the point where I meet Charleston and Mr. DEWBERRY. I'm trying to just get it. I've worked there almost, it's been a while, about maybe 16, 17, 18 years now. And I started, they had Black History program inside the facility.
Now, we're talking the facility on 30.
No, I worked at the one on 20, Medlock.
Oh, Medlock, okay, on
yes,
20.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They would have Black History Month. So,
Okay.
Black History Month, 29 days. So I just started noticing as a worker, I said, wow, they don't hardly bring anybody in. They don't hardly, for Black History, but when Cinco de Mayo come, they would gather money. We would have all kind of fiesta, chips, and nachos. And I'm like, okay, well.
This is Dallas County.
This is Dallas County, yes,
Okay.
sir, Dallas County. And so I went to my superintendent at the time, and I asked her, would it be okay if she didn't mind if I was to bring in one person every Friday of color, similar. So what I would do is I would go get the guys out of the community,
Right.
store owners, gas station workers, the people that they were familiar with, but they probably broke in their place, or maybe they did or didn't.
Okay.
But they could see them in a form of them not doing that.
Right.
Because sometimes those kids just want you to see them in a place where I had to do that because I had to, but that's not who I am.
Right.
And we do some things sometimes, where we say, I had to do it because I had to, but that's not the person I am.
Right.
And so it worked out pretty good. It worked out for a while. And so I happen to know Trap Boy Freddie. I grew up with his mom and his aunts.
You know Trap Boy.
I know Trap Boy.
I've been trying to get Trap Boy off in him.
I can't make you any promises. But
you tell Trap Boy,
sometimes.
just deliver a message.
Yes, sir.
Tell him I said get his behind on over there.
Yes, sir.
Tell him I said just like that. How old is he?
Trap ought to be close to 30 now, because he's older than
Then
my
I
son.
then I
31,
can say it
30.
just like that. Tell Trap that I said
Yes, sir.
get his behind on over
Because
here.
he understand what that means.
Yeah,
Yes,
tell him I said it.
Okay.
Tell him don't listen to nothing else.
Nothing else. Okay.
Trap Boy, where you at? I want him in here.
Okay.
It makes a difference
It does.
for him
It
to
does.
get here.
It does.
Because-
he doesn't understand it though.
Well, he go understand it if he get here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's man to man.
It's right. I got you.
I got
And
it.
So even with that, I asked him if he didn't mind if he would come in. I got it approved through all the channels and everything. And he came in and he actually did a show. He answered
Wonderful.
questions. And that was the first time. And that's when I became the infamous Miss King. You know everybody. So I was like, oh, that's no problem. I know more than
Yeah.
And so we got Fred Hammond. He came.
Okay.
We got a bunch of guys. It's like some real popular guys over in South Dallas. They own a lot of property. They were alphas, and we got a lot of fraternities involved. And And I was just like, okay, this is what I want to see for our kids.
Well, I'm
right.
a Kappa. I want you
Okay,
to know
okay.
that's
We had a few Kappas.
Yeah,
That's
we got some
okay.
Kappas. I'm a
That's okay.
Kappa.
We had a few
so
Kappas.
Kappas will show up.
Yes, sir. We had a few Kappas representing.
Represent.
Mess.
I'm a straight up
You're a
Kappa.
mess.
I'll go back there in my dressing room and get me
Get the
some
whole-
Kappas.
you
Come
take
out
a
here with
shimmy
some.
for me?
I can come on with
Can you
it.
shimmy for
I
me?
can do
Can you
everything. I can do it all. Shoot, I get up here and do the Kappa Stone.
I love it. I
Shoot,
love
I
it.
can do it.
I love it.
I
Ain't
might need
so?
a little liniment.
It's
when it's
okay
all
when
over.
it's finished. But in the moment, see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
I might
In
need
the
some
moment.
tramadol or something.
There you go. That's
For
what I'm
the
talking.
pain.
In the moment, that's who you are right there. And
Yes, sir.
I understand completely. So we get around to what, 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
I reach out to Charleston. DEWBERRY's just getting out fresh, like so he's just getting it, but he jumped right into it, no
Right.
question asked. So they come out, and what they do was they did I said, well, Charleston, the facility, we were in the COVID era, and I was just beginning, and it was new to us with the streaming and doing this right here. And I said, well, we can do a Zoom with the kids.
Right,
You know,
right.
I have something for them. So Charleston, we went out and we got like a whole team full of guys for spring break week.
Right,
for
right.
entire week. We reached out to people in Tennessee. One guy from Tennessee, he fed them. We had Miss what was her name, Keita.
Yeah.
Keita out in Fort Worth.
Yes.
They fed my staff because I told them, you gotta take care of my staff because we work hard.
Yes.
We work really hard.
Yes.
So they fed the staff and all the kids at the facility for that whole week.
How many kids is it?
At that time, it was about 70, 60,
Somewhere around there.
somewhere around 60 or 70 kids at that time. And they, I mean, those kids we had Mama Duck was there because we wanted to do both.
I heard of Mama Duck.
Yeah. We wanted to do both sides of, the kids that we wanted to show the kids that committed the crimes, the effects of the parents of the kids that they killed.
You want to show them
kid-
the other side.
The other side.
That's what
There
they
you
said.
go. That's what it's about.
Exactly.
And that's pretty much, to sum it up, what we're trying to do now. We're trying to show now we've lost some of that following, but we're trying to show the community the other side now. We got to jump back in here and grab these kids back and grab our families back and grab our community back before it's wiped out. And they don't realize how close we are to being wiped out if they don't come on with something else
Facts.
besides because you and I are getting older, DEWBERRY getting older, and we got to give these kids something to fight for or look forward to again like we had.
Well,
Facts.
you're
not
touching
fair.
me all the way.
Okay.
Because I'm the biggest kid in City Hall,
Okay.
was,
Okay.
and still am the biggest kid around here. There's so many things I've done that you all would just be surprised. I have a 501c3, and it's only dedicated to kids.
Okay.
It's called the Dallas Youth Council.
Okay.
And we've been in existence for years and don't have a blemish on the Dallas Youth Council. I've had as many buses. I'm not trying to make this, I'm just going to tell you about it though.
Exactly.
I've had as many as 8 charter buses of other people's children that I have left City Hall at 2 o'clock in the morning, traveling as far as Memphis, Tennessee, to the Civil Rights Tour, to the Civil Rights Museum, to walk them through the Lorraine Motel, Stax Museum, so that they could actually see the balcony that Martin Luther King was assassinated on. 5 buses to Montgomery and to Mobile, Alabama, to Alabama State, to the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma to walk all 400 of them across the bridge. So we go then to Jackson State University. 5 buses to Nassau, to the Space Center. These are different trips. It's a trip every year, okay? And 300 kids to the fair. Now, these are little babies. I got to take care of the high school, junior high, and all that, but I can't leave the babies out either.
Right.
So we take them to the fair every year. We'll take another 250 this October to the fair, okay? And buy them, let them ride. Where the families can't ride maybe but a couple of rides because you can't afford it.
Right.
When we go, they gonna ride 9 and 10 rides. They gonna have their cotton candy. They gonna have their hot dogs and French fries. And I'm not gonna buy not one turkey leg for not one mama, because everything I'm doing is for their kids. Okay.
Man.
So you gotta understand that these are things that I'm so very passionate about, that we've done to educate the kids. When we went to Galveston and that bus came over and dropped down over the hill off the bridge, those kids had never seen an ocean before, not a big body of water.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, just think about it. What's the biggest, largest, you've seen a little lake. You've seen the pond in West Dallas, okay?
Exactly.
You've seen maybe White Rock Lake or something like that, but they've never seen an ocean. And it just warms my heart to be thinking about it and to know what we've done. And then to walk into the bank, to see somebody that you don't know, and the little girl that's the teller, Mr. Caraway, how you doing? I don't remember these folks, but they remember me. They remember the trip. So everything that you are doing, everything that you all are supporting, is only for those that are coming behind us. Because Martin Luther King, what if he didn't do it? What if Rosa Parks never got off didn't sit in another seat on the bus? What if Medgar Evers didn't do what they say? What if Emmett Till didn't do what he said? We're living off of them. Now we got to let these folks feed off of us. So I'm so supportive. I had to go to that little rant so y'all just kind of know a little bit of something.
Yeah,
and that was just a
exactly.
little taste of it. That was a little shot. Okay? But how can I be of support of what you're doing? And then DEWBERRY, you and Charleston, and myself, we got to team up together, and you get trapped in here. Trap better come on, okay? We get trapped in here, and then we begin to do those things, because if we don't, the way it is now, nobody else will.
I feel like that what we need to start doing is, like I said, it's like we watching the youth now what are they looking up to? We don't have the doctors coming out no more. We don't have the lawyers coming out no more. We don't have those individuals. The light is not shining on these people no more. So when we looking at the youth nowadays, they still not having the opportunity to say, to look at Caraway and be like, do you have knowledge of who this is? And everybody like looking crazy.
Right.
Well, let me explain to you who this is. Then their eyes will get big because they'll start understanding who you are, what you stand for, and what you done did before they even was thought about. Right. These are the things that I feel like that in our community that's needed more than anything.
Well, let me make one commitment and a public commitment. We don't have the communication base. We do have, but we don't have that's so committed to say, let's utilize this. Whatever this studio, this platform, and me can do, I ain't scared to do it. Everybody know I ain't scared to do it. I know all of them, from the president all the way down. And so I run from the top. Water don't run up here, water run down here. So whatever it is that I need to say and get them in to address these concerns, and then we find a way to make these things happen that we need to make happen in order to make things better. Hell, that's what this is. We coming here with them. You just tell me who you're having a problem with, and then I'm going to address the doggone problem. They know I will say what I got to say, and I mean what I say. And whoever it is that we need to have to participate, and I don't have time for no rhetoric. Now, I don't have time for no rhetoric. I don't have time for no talking dog and pony show. Leave the haters and the hateration committee, they can stay over there. Because sometimes you got to run right on past them.
Got to.
Now, see, because you see, the hateration committee ain't helped none of what you doing already.
Right.
All right? The hateration committee know that I know who they are.
Right.
Okay? So we go do what we got to do. But y'all have one responsibility. You got to help me. I'm willing to help you because it's helping us. But I got to have some help.
Facts.
You get trapped, you tear the trap, you gonna get some switches and leave the limbs on the end of it. And he need to get on over here, and whoever else we need to have over here.
Exactly.
And put down the hateration stuff for a minute. We'll deal with whatever it is we got to deal with, because it's for us, and it's for our kids. That's our future, and we got to have the voices that these folks gonna. Nobody want to hear from me. I gave Michael Vick the key to the city. They kicked my ass for giving Michael Vick the key to the city, but I didn't feel none of their foot going up my ass because I didn't give a damn. Right. Because Michael Vick was given the key to the city because he spoke to 500 kids that I had downtown Dallas. And those kids wanted to hear from who? They didn't want to hear from me, right. Or they want to hear from Michael Vick. So I put Michael Vick up there, and then I gave him appreciation. But the white folks didn't like it. But I didn't care, because he got it. He deserved it. And I'll do it again. And I told them that. I'll give a shoot, because they want to try to tell us who we can honor. Who they're going to try to make it seem that we have to like who they say like. Hell, we're going to like whoever it is if we're going to get the word to our kids how they're going to excel in the world. And that, I'm on a rant, y'all, so here we go.
Nah, I need it.
that man down in Florida, I think everybody in Florida right now ought to start packing their bags and move out of Florida until Desantis get his act together. That governor down there. I believe every convention that's planned, every vacation that's planned for Florida, change it. Just go to Georgia. Right. Go to Galveston. Hell, there's water down there. It might not be pretty, but there's some water down there.
It's some in Texas.
Yeah. So to try to say that how slavery made a difference in our life, it did make a difference in our life.
Sir, for sure.
It made us stronger, smarter, because we wasn't having the life like everybody else had. We had to make fun. Right. We had to create something. Yep. We had to we didn't have the pianos and stuff, but they still had a way to play music. Yep. But they had to make a way to play music. So at the end of the day, I get pissed off when somebody like that talking about how slavery benefited us, and he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and don't want to teach our kids about Black history in school. Well, if you don't want to teach our kids about Black history, this is what I want you to do. I want you to not talk about how George Washington, the first president, chopped down the damn cherry tree. Right. Take that out of the school. Right. Take the white history out. Right. But don't take out the fact that they forefathers whooped our grandfathers, grandmamas over their backs with the whips that belonged to the white folks. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get that out, and I got it out. I mean, I'll let them know I'm pissed off. Yeah. You know, don't go to Florida. I'm glad that the Alphas, even though I'm a Kappa, they canceled their convention out of Florida. Okay? We gotta get them under control. Okay. I can breathe now. Yeah. We'll go to a break. We'll be right back. I'm Dwaine Caraway. This is The Other Side.
You've been listening to The Other Side with Dwaine Caraway. Thank you for joining us. Tune in next time for more great guests, insightful conversation, a little bit of humor, and a whole lot of truth on The Other Side with Dwaine Caraway.